Hi, today I'm gonna be going to the thrift stores. This is very impromptu. I think I'm gonna try to visit 3 to 5 of them. So, yes, go with me. I'll bring you around. I'll try to show you, and then I'll tell you at the end what I got. Okay, the first store we're looking, I always begin here where the vases and the flowers are. And honestly, it's a little bit disappointing. I'm not seeing much. There is a few vases that got my attention, especially this basket in the bottom, but it seems just, I don't know, not very good quality or not my style, something, and I thought 5.99 was a decent price for it, but it's nothing special. Then this one, it's a cool texture, but it's 5.99, and I'm pretty sure that's just from the grocery store or some store, basic. And then this one is handmade. It has a $3 tag from whatever yard sale was on. It's kind of cute, but I'm not buying much pottery lately. And then these ones really, really caught my attention. I was going to get them. I put them in my cart. You'll see that I put them in my cart because the eggs look really nice. 1.99 was a good deal, I think. And so I was really tempted by them. I also like the bunnies, but I don't do a lot of specifically bunny decoration. I like this wreath. I could not see the price at the beginning, then later I saw it, and then I turned around and saw this beauty because in the opposite direction from the eggs and the bunnies, that's where all the frames are. And I picked up that mirror so fast, and then I went back to what I was looking. The plates are so cute. Everything Easter is just beautiful. I was born during Easter time, so it's always like kind of like the decorations that were around for my birthday, always pastels and bunnies and things. So I turned around, look again at the art just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I saw that frame, but not sure I want it. Then I'll go to the candles. That one is kind of cute, but not really vintage. This one is cute and vintage for the laundry room. That'll be nice. It's not as old as I would like it to be, though. And then I'm looking at what odd things are there. It's a mess in these shelves, and there's a lot of old candles. It makes me wonder, why do we go get new candles? That candlestick holder was kind of cute, but it was very chipped. The glass was very broken. It was heavy glass or crystal, I'm not sure. Then there was this up here. I just grabbed this box. It's ceramic. This coloration on the top, no markings, but I can tell that it's old. I thought it was kind of cute. I really like this one. Reminds me of something that would be maybe in like anthropology or something like that, but didn't like it enough. And then this box, I would just check to see if there was anything inside. So I'm looking at figurines, not angels, nothing that I like, no brass. So a little bit disappointing. I like that guy, the way he's sitting, thinking, and the girl. It looks painful. I've seen some people buy sacred sculptures and things like that. It was at $3.99. It was well made, but nothing that I actually normally buy. So I try to stay away from things that I don't know. And again, sorry if I'm moving too much. It is hard to do these videos. That candle, I thought it was really cute. Somebody left a sticker there. But I don't know how they painted it. It looks almost like it's ceramic. So again, just scanning to see what else we can find. That's kind of cute. I wish there was a pair. I think those are used for candlestick, no, for curtains, right? This plate is so beautiful. I wanted to bring it. It was $3.99. It's just the one single plate, and it kind of reminds me of something that I would have seen in my grandma's house. So I think that's why I liked it, because she had these very, very 70s plates that are yellow and green. I don't know if you guys have seen those. Maybe they have a little bit of orange. Then I also like those blue and white. Again, they were kind of expensive, $4, Crate and Barrel. So not really my style 100%. Now these ones were kind of cute, but they were just like melamine or something like that. And there was a ton of them. Now here I'm starting to like move super fast, and I promise you I'm trying to look at the same time as I'm showing. So hopefully you don't get dizzy. Now you see I have the painting in my cart because I was thinking I might have going to grab that painting, but I ended up not grabbing it. So here I got intrigued by this. The platter in the bottom looks so good. They were just glass platters, but there was $9.99 for all of them at once. So, and then this one is kind of cute. I know some people like this kind of more rustic decor. Not my style, but it was pretty. Now moving on to the metal, I saw these. I've never seen anything like that. It had like this long vase. I don't know if you put a candle in there or you put a plant, but it's beautiful. It was very beautiful. It was hard to show because it was so heavy and big, but yeah, I thought it was really, really nice. Normally here is where I find the silver plated things or brass things. Not much in there. So there was that mister that looked kind of old. This was kind of cute with the bath sign, and it was a heavy iron piece. I feel like it will be really nice if you have an outside bathroom and you can put a pool and you can put your towels there. Those will come in handy for the spring. And then I kind of like this leaf, but again, not much in there. This one, I think it was pewter. I don't think it was silver. I like the shape of it. A little bit more modern than the style I normally do. If we can call that modern, right? Because still vintage. But still, like I said, there were some cute items, nothing really special. Now this one was that one I'm gonna show you. It's like a platter. I thought it was handmade, but then I saw that it was vintage. It's so beautiful. I love the colors. It would be so nice to decorate for fall. But I decided to leave it because it's a long ways. No, there's nothing else that is more spring than a really nice cage. I was looking at this one. I think I have some cages, I think. But it will be so nice with a bird or with a nest. This one also was tempting for next to the sink where I leave my sponges in the little dish, and starting to get my stone a little bit stained. If you know how to fix that, let me know. Now the card came and there was some of this pottery with the burn hair. I think it's horsehair, right? Art. It was $3.99. I really consider it, but I'm not into pottery or selling much of it. I also saw this and I was like, oh, look, we just had Valentine's and that was $4.99 at Hobby Lobby. So all of those things you can find again during off season. That drawer was $1.99 and it was lined for plants. I thought it was really cute. I love the handle being all rusted. And again, I love this kind of section, but there was not a lot. I love that one for the love sign, but it was a little bit chipped, as you could see. Now this next piece, I love the carved wood and I love the color of it. I just don't love grapes. Sadly, I don't like grape decoration. I really like these ones too, very rustic with the metal. I love to have those outside. I have something similar already. You've seen me thrifted it, but I thought those were good. And there were 3 of them for less than $4 each. So I'm still here looking around. I think I found some things here that were in the plastic area. Normally I never like to look at the plastics unless I'm looking for containers to organize my classroom. But today I did find a few things in there that did not belong, like this made in Japan vase that had interesting colors. I did not get it, but I wanted to move it out of the plastic section. And then these beautiful beeswax candles, were red and green, very Christmassy, very festive. I almost bought them. They were, I think, $2.99 or $1.99. I think $2.99. But I decided not to get them just because candles, summer, sometimes it doesn't go so well. So just don't want to risk it. Now there is some trays here, very 80s. I remember this when I was young at my grandma's house, but And then this, I thought it was beautiful. I thought this beautiful art was so nice. This one with the Faith family and friends, a little bit more 90s. I remember my mom making things like that. But I loved the pears art. I'm gonna keep going here. The bags are so hard to see, and there was so many misses. Like I don't know if there was anything good in there actually. I tried looking for cool things, but there was not much there. Now look at this. There's so many storage drawers for what appears to be CDs. And then I really like those because I know I'm going to be looking for something like this, $1.99. At the end, I also put them back. I guess I was just not feeling the extra storage. But again, there I see the things that were in Hobby Lobby now are there for donations. In this store, the art was not very good, but this one I thought it was a very cute painting. I think it's a reproduction. I don't think it's an original. Then I moved to a second store. This is a saver, so you'll see the tags changed. I love this mirror, but it was the same price as the other one that I bought, the gold one. This one looked a little bit newer, more like 2000s and very heavy. I could have picked it up and painted, but I did not want to spend the money. Now, I think I was jinxing myself by bringing a cart with me because I never go with a cart in the store unless my hands are full. Now, there were some really cute cottage kind of art, and I thought, if I was into that style, I would definitely pick that up. These savers is a little bit more pricey. You'll see like the plates are $7.99 or $10 or things like that. They definitely value things higher. But I get sometimes I find better items here. So that art piece looked nice, but it was not a very good reproduction. Now this sculpture is very detailed, but also I like the pears here. Not so much my style, but it was kind of cute. I kind of got excited when I saw this blue glass piece. $7.49 though, it was a little too much, and it was not even vintage, so decided to pass. Then this lady was looking at me weird. Okay, and then I spotted this guy. He looked very interesting. I think you're supposed to put a wine bottle and then you put the head over its cap. Very creative, made of metal. The metal aisle was a little bit more exciting. There were some more decorations that I thought were worth it. Still, I don't think I found much, but there was, for example, this. I thought it was nice, but then I realized it was very cheap and not really worth it. There was that game piece there, and just, some fun little things. This is where I find normally like some mini furniture or jewelry boxes. And here there was this brass little plate. I almost got it. $5 is not a great deal for this. This is not something that sells very well. And it was, I think, made in Bethlehem, according to what it says in there. So I was tempted by it, but I ended up putting it back. I also like this basket very much. I actually did like that a lot. And if I can go back, maybe I will pick it up because it was $5.49. And I think this is perfect when you're bringing treats like candy bags or things like that for teachers or friends or people in church. Those baskets also were really nice, made with the metal and like very sturdy, but I don't need those. But that specific one, the circular one, I really, really liked. I almost ran to this green piece of glass. It had markings on the top, but then the bottom revealed it was nothing special, so I left it there. The color though was beautiful, and putting it with the other blue would have been so cute. This next piece I also really liked. It would be so good for a brunch to put your bread, things like that, treats. I love entertaining, and so I love having things like that where I can display items. And I thought that it was a good deal. There was this beautiful butter dish, so pretty. Don't know the language, so I was not sure on the place of origin. And then I turn around, and it's like the whole set of plates is there almost. Very beautiful. Again, the language, not sure what it is, but I thought it was very beautiful. Now these placemats were so beautiful, vibrant colors. I think they're from, what is it, Germany or Holland? I don't recognize the outfits, but it's so cute. Super beautiful. Then the apples were so good, and the price was $2.49 for four of them. The problem is we are 6 to 8 in this house, so I couldn't pick any of those, but they were so beautiful to look at. Now here I am at my second Goodwill, third store for the day, and there's nothing exciting except up there I can see, and I'm trying to reach as I'm talking to you, for an apothecary jar, but it's missing the top handle thing, so I decided to leave it. Now this vase looks like something that my grandma also had. I wanted to look at it, and then there was this one, more modern, for $5.99. Then I quickly got distracted by this dress because, my daughters, they go to dances at school. It's always good to keep my eye out for those. I was trying to film here. This is a very small store, very disorganized and dirty. But sometimes they have good things. Like these plates, I thought they were really nice for $2.99. There was no markings in the back, so I don't know where they came from or if they're anything special. Then there was some transferware. Again, there's no markings on the back of that, which was surprising for me. I don't love that kind of transferware. I thought that vase was kind of cute, but there was not much that interested me. I've been really into like glass plates or trays, things like that. But that was nothing like too special. Just in case you want something for under your plant, I think that's one of the uses I will do for that. So that's a wrap. I went to 3 different stores. There was not much there, but I want to show you what I got. I'm excited about this last find because I know I found somebody's work. I got all of these needlepoint. There was so much more, but I picked up this one with the beautiful bike. I really like that one, and the floral. These frames don't do it justice, so what I need to do is reframe them. And then I also got this beautiful flower one. It was only $1.99, and the bicycle one too. And I'm thinking like all the work for this. I also liked this one about children, mostly because of those beautiful butterflies. I just think they're so good. And you have different techniques here, so I thought it was just beautiful. And the last one, because I know there's a lot of people that love butterflies and kitties, and the colors in here are just so beautiful, I decided to bring this one. This one's $2.99, which is totally worth it with all the work. Then I picked up this bag for $2.99. I do not love everything in here. Everything is okay, I guess. This one is the Family is Forever, which I think is cute. The frame is kind of cheap, right? The kitty cat, and these can be turned into magnets for the fridge. Um, Believe. This one is really cute. Believe. My favorite from this bag is probably this one. I just really like that butterfly. Then this one, Home Sweet Home. Like, these are so beautiful. This other butterfly right here, I like it. It's cute. I'm not into grapes, so there's a lot of things that I see sometimes and they have grapes, but I don't love grapes. And the last thing is not one of these things embroidery, but it's just this beautiful kind of like stained glass kind of thing. I like the chain, I like the frame. I don't care about this. I feel like it will be fun to do something with it. So anyways, besides those, I picked up this beautiful mirror you saw me at the first store for $7.99. And so yeah, that was it for today. It was a long time. I went to thrift stores, three of the stores, 2 Goodwills and 1 Savers. I had fun, but I think it's time to go make dinner. So okay, I don't know what this is. What is interest? I also like this one right here. What is this? This was a pair of Navajo pottery. I researched them and I think they are sellable. I was just not really interested because it's not so much my style, but they are really beautiful. I have friends that are Navajo, so I was thinking, oh, this would be such a cool like gift for um, Christmas, but I don't know. There was something at the end decided not to bring them. Then the thrift store was selling these huge tapestries, and there were tons of them new for $5.99. And then this one, I thought it would be a fun white elephant present. I love these chairs. Sadly, there was a lot of damage and hair in there, so they were really worn, but they were really pretty. And then as I was walking and looking at the furniture, I spotted some other chairs back there. You'll see me zoom in. And I went and saw those. They were in better shape. They were $9.99 each. And they definitely were in good shape. It's just not really something that I could bring in my house. There was lots of stools and like things like that I liked for my house, but I need more than 2 of the same. That table is kind of cute. I didn't notice it when I was there. And then this little table, I have a few of those where I put my plants, but they were selling it for $12. Okay, these are supposed to be really expensive because these are hand embroidery. So these totally will go in my cart. For sure. bird trap. There's two sparkles. This. Okay, so I'm done thrifting. My legs hurt. And I have a few things to show you. Some I'm going to show you inside the house, but I will show you some of these. I'm going to get started with this because I did not thrift these ones. These ones I found in an old closet that I was cleaning. And they came in handy, and I'll tell you why. So these are all Valentine's, vintage Valentine's. I was trying to see what year they're from. It doesn't say. They are, however, made in the United States, Memphis, Tennessee, and the brand is Clio. And I got maybe like 10 of these bags. I did use some for Valentine's. We were, as the school, we went with the students to a nursing home to visit some older fellows, and we took these kind of Valentines to them. I was happy to bring something that maybe brought memories to them. They were so happy. They told us they loved them, and these are just so sweet. Look at the beautiful illustrations. My students, as I was telling them, they were filling them up and writing and putting things in the envelope, because it came with envelopes and everything. They were like, these are so thoughtful. It's like, this is like handmade. It looks like somebody really took time to create them. So I was super happy to get this for them. I got them for free because they were trash, supposedly. And so I was able to give them away. Of course, I had like maybe 8 more bags, 8 more unopened, and varieties of them. So I'm gonna save them, and I don't know if I'm gonna sell them next year. I'm gonna start with the Savers bag here that I have. I bought this bag, and I'm sorry you can hear the dog. It's my dog. There was this in a bag. I don't exactly know what it is. I don't know if it's one of those things to hang your purse. It looks like you can go like this or like this. I don't know if it's to hold your phone. I don't really know what it is. So anyways, that was in a bag along with this. And that was not what I wanted, of course. The real reason for me to grab that bag for $3.99 was these 2 other items. So it was this beautiful brass candlestick holder, of course. I love the handle on this. It reminds me of the Pinocchio one when Geppetto is going downstairs. And then I got this. So this is missing the top part of here, but it has the bottom. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go to the dollar store, get one of the cheap ones that do it with rubber, no rubber duck, rubber buff. And then I'll be able to use this. This is going to be so good. As a teacher, you know, you need something to, dun, 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 sometimes call people's attention. So I'm going to do it in style with a vintage bell, really well made. I wish you had the part, but I'm going to make it work. I'm not gonna let this, oh, and look, as long as this can go in, then you can push. Anyways, my daughter had told me about these pants, so I grabbed them for her. They were $4. So apparently they are not pajamas. Apparently that's something that people go out wearing. So whatever. So those are the things from that Savers. Now, some of the stores were not that good. I had a hard time. I was looking for clothes for my children. So I got some uniform pants for my boys because they're growing. Then this one seems to be completely new. If you're not here for clothes, I'm sorry. I'm just going to move on. So I thought this was really cute for my boy. So I grabbed that. And then this is how I do it. I have these cups that I use. So every time I find one for $1 or 50 cents, I'll just get them because my kids break them. And so that way I always have enough cups, even if people come over or whatever. So that was that bag. Now you saw me around the store getting different, like looking at different things. I ended up putting some things back. So I'll show you what I ended up getting. I got this beautiful frame. It is wood. It's vintage. You can see it's wood here. And I paid $1.99 for it. I love the details on this. So I wanted to bring it home. I also got, this was a good find. It's 100 of these plastic things new in the package. It's all sealed for $2.99. I'm gonna bring this for church because I know we're gonna need it. I also, you might find this familiar, got this one for $1.99. Is it? Yeah, $1.99. I have one just like this in my kitchen. So that means next year I can separate them, make it into 3 different ones, put them around the plates or something. You know how I have the blue plates hanging there. So maybe I can start finding more of these and then use them in my kitchen. And then I'll be sticking to a theme. And if you see, that's the theme. If I already have the cups, I just buy the more cups that are the same. Or if I already have the decor, then I buy the one that matches. Or, you know, things like that. That's how I save money. Then I also got this apron. This is just for my art class so that I don't ruin my clothes. I keep ruining my pants there. Now these ones I really liked and I thought they will be good for Valentine's Day next year. They were $2.99. So it's this set of keys and it has some very kind of like romantic with the heart and the embellishment here. So I think I just need to find a heart and turn it into a lock so that I can put them together. So that's, you know, for next year. These ones are super, super, super cute. I don't have a lamp that I think I can use them for, but I will be looking because these beautiful sconces have my colors. And then they have the thing where you can hold it in the lamp. Actually, I think I have a lamp. I think I'll show you. These were $1.99 each. And these are going to be just really beautiful. Even in the table. I've seen people put them now in tablescapes with lamps. I think that looks really cute. The other big items I bought were the pillows. They were $8. But, hear me out. First of all, I can feel that the pillow is kind of like a good quality because it's heavy. And it's kind of like, I think it's Dawn, maybe. But, nonetheless, these little pillowcases have a zipper. That means I can wash them. And also, a lot of the time they are handmade. Now this one, not it is handmade. And how I know, it has a newspaper in here. Maybe it is not. Maybe it's done with a machine, but I know it's not made in China because the newspaper is in Spanish. So I was happy. These are the pillows that are inside. Not so bad, actually. I can use those pillows too. But mostly wanted it because of the pillowcase. So this, normally one of these pillowcases is over $20. So having it with the pillow already for $8 minus the 20% off because I had a coupon was a good deal to me. And then I found a second one of these. So yeah, so that's the other one right here. So I have a matching pair. There is, how beautiful is this? How beautiful are these colors? Look, with all my Mexican dishes there. Oh, we want to break a piñata and eat tamales. Anyways, and then that was it. The rest was just shorts for my kids. I cannot encourage you enough. The kids grow so fast. And then these are like some Nike shorts that you can use for exercising and playing sports for only $3.99. So I decided to bring the two of them because these seem also lighter. This is not anything fancy, but I know that he might like this fabric better. So I decided to bring them. I'm gonna share this just because. So I bought him bathing suit. And I noticed there's a lot of bathing suits with blue, and that makes sense because blue is a very summery, very, sun sky, all of that color. But once I saw this recommendation not to bring your children, especially young children, in blue bathing suits because in the bottom of the pool, if they were to, go down, it's harder to see them. So from that day on, like from then, I'm like, nope, my kids are not going to wear blue. So this is why I pick these kind of colors that are like more neon with, black that will stand out. So anyways, just wanted to share that just in case you're looking for bathing suits for children or grandchildren. Blue is not a very safe color. And I never thought about it, especially the aqua one. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my haul. It was kind of like a lot. I walked a lot. I looked a lot of some things. I just decided on bringing all the things that I know I can use. Sales have been not so good in my area. And so, I'm slowing down, being a little bit more thoughtful. I'm also very focused on like making my house look nice. So I'm just having fun with it. Thank you for coming with me. I'll be sharing more thrift hauls. Actually, they share with me a grand opening. Like I need more thrift stores around me. But there's one more Goodwill coming up. So I might need to go check it out, bring you along. Anyways, February 26th. So that's next week. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. So I ended up putting that one right there. I think I like it very much. Here in this wall, reflecting that picture. Once you look at it, there's a picture there and then the light from outside. So yeah, I like this much better.